Let's get back to that breaking news we first reported on at the top of the hour. Rotterdam town leaders have cleared the Super 8 motel that was housing more than 150 migrants.
Dan Levy just spoke moments ago with a town council member about this. He joins us now live with the details. Dan, good afternoon.
Mark, good afternoon to you. It was sometime at the beginning of last summer when roughly 158 migrant families were moved into the Super 8 motel here in Rotterdam. Tonight, every one of those rooms behind me is empty. The entire building is empty. Those migrant families have all been moved out, and apparently town officials did not have a choice. Why is that? Well, I'm told that they had to issue an evacuation order because apparently there were deficiencies discovered in the building's sprinkler system. Many of the residents here, of course, are children who attend Mohanison schools just down the road. Because the evacuees were relocated to motels in Albany County, I'm told that many of those relocated children were unable to make it to school today. And that's just one of many concerns tonight. A little while ago, I spoke with Bill Sherman. He is with Allies for Justice Schenectady County. That's a volunteer social services organization that has been providing assistance to the migrant families. What is your understanding of how long these repairs might take?
So what I've been told by at least one official is that it could take up to a couple of weeks. We had heard about some concerns with the health and safety of the hotel back in December. And it's been an ongoing thing. We don't have access to the hotel, so we didn't see it for ourselves. But just based on what officials have told us, and then the families have told us that there were some unsafe, circumstances. We don't understand why all of a sudden, just last night, it was decided that they had to leave.
As you can hear from Mr. Sherman, there are certainly some transparency issues that he has concerns with, but many other concerns about what's going on and what will be happening with these families, especially now that the school year is coming to an end. You'll hear more from him coming up at 5 o'clock. Live in Rotterdam with coverage you can trust, Dan Levy, News Channel 13. Sabrina and Mark, back to you.
Dan, thank you, and more on that right now because the children who stayed at that location, many of them attended Mohanison schools. So I spoke with the superintendent late this afternoon. He tells me plans are in place now to get the students to school from the new hotels and motels where they are staying now. Superintendent Shannon Shine says he learned today the families are at 6 different motels and hotels, as Dan said, majority in Albany County now. So he's working to figure out transportation so these students can finish the school year at Mohanison. When he first heard about what was happening at Super 8 last night, the superintendent rushed right over there.
You went there out of concern for the students who are staying there, who attend schools in your district, and what's going to happen to them starting today.
But these guys have had a rough go and a pretty harsh transition, and of course, there's a lot of politics surrounding the issue. But that's not our purview. We're just here to serve kids. So this is a pretty darn good place for them to be. And we've gone to, our teachers and staff have gone to great pains to make it that way.
Right now, 64 students from those families vacated from the Super 8 motel attend schools in Mohanison.